As you can see from this long line of students behind me, the Yaleys have been coming out in droves today to the polls. Lots of these students have been waiting for hours to vote, many for the first time in their lives.
Yaleys of all political affiliations lined up Tuesday to cast their vote at the Yale New Haven Library. The line was long and the weather was chilly, but students stuck it out in the name of democracy.
First of all, it's really important to get involved and come out and vote. Everyone's really busy, but it's important to make the time.
Because this presidential election was the first for many students, the turnout at the polls was large, with 1,300 Yaleys casting their votes.
Yeah, it was my first presidential election, and I've been waiting to do it for a long time. I've been waiting up every election and watching the returns come back, and I'm excited that my vote's going to finally play a part in that.
For weeks, student political activism has been a huge part of campus life. The Yale Republicans and Democrats have been canvassing, knocking on doors, selling t-shirts, and handing out flyers from Old Campus to Science Hill.
It was actually exciting to feel like you were participating in a way that was more meaningful and trying to convince other people, talk to undecided voters about what they were feeling, what their concerns were with the election, and I felt like even if the election didn't go our way, we made a tangible difference in that race, and for that I was really happy.
Despite some concerns about student apathy, the long lines at the polls and the dynamic student activism suggest that interest is still strong among the student body.
But I feel like there's still definitely people who have really strong opinions and really care about how this election turns out. I think they should.
After casting their votes, students gathered in dining halls and butteries, around computer screens and TVs, and patiently awaited the results.
Tonight I started in my room and then came over to his room over in Davenport to watch it together with a bunch of other people.
Yeah, we had about 24 or 25 kids in our sweet common room and ended up watching until Barack Obama finished his speech.
For many students, the re-election of Barack Obama brought either triumph or defeat, but did not necessarily bring surprise.
I heard about it around 11:30, we were in box senior class, and it's just a wonderful energy to be around. It's just it was very relaxed, being that it's a re-election rather than an election, as it was in 2008. It would have been wonderful to be around that energy.
And I think kind of for most people I was around, it wasn't like a moment of beautiful victory, right? It wasn't '08. It wasn't like the change moment where the Democrats had swept much of the electoral map. It was more like what it was expected. He won enough to win, and people were positive, even though they were mostly liberal. But I don't think it was a super celebratory vibe.
Nevertheless, Election Day was an exciting and promising day for Yale students and youth voters nationwide.
It's really exciting seeing everybody come out here and wait in the long lines. It's pretty hopeful. You read all these bad statistics or whatever, then when you look out and see everybody here, it's a good sign.